UFC Fight Night, Derrick Lewis versus the other guy. We're going through picks, main card. Starting out with Junior Tafa versus Tuco Taco.
Yeah, who you got? Who you got with this
I got Junior Tafa by knockout here.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
You got the same thing?
I got the same thing.
You got the same thing.
Yeah,
the other guy, not that great. He hasn't even won in the UFC.
He hasn't won in the UFC, and he's 35 years old.
He's 35 years old.
He's 35 years old. You haven't won in the UFC yet. And what I like about Junior Tafa in this fight is it's not one of those situations where you're on a crazy losing streak and you're coming down because of that. It's not like a panic move. He won his last fight, and he's like, all right, I want to go down, and I'm
get locked in.
I'm locked in right now. Like,
yeah.
It seemed, I don't know. He's fat before. He won his last fight, and I'm getting the vibes that he's wanting to lock in right here.
He's a changed man.
He's a changed man. He's a changed man. He's 28 versus 35. Normally, I don't like heavyweight going down to light heavyweight though, because you're going higher weight class going down to lower weight class. You're gonna have the skill disadvantage, but this guy sucks. So I don't think that's a big problem. And yeah, I got Junior Tafa by knockout in the first round.
The first round, okay. I didn't pick a round, but I think it should be pretty early.
Yeah.
The Tuco Taco is. He's not
old
looking that
guy.
great. He's not looking that great.
His losses in the UFC aren't terrible. He's fought Umar Sy and Navajo Sterling. Those are two decent guys. They were 5-0 at the time, 9-0 at the time. Pretty decent guys. Pretty rough matchups to get if you're in the heavyweight division, just because everybody's bum. So I mean, it's like a 10% chance you're gonna fight someone that's actually good. But actually, this is light heavyweight, so this is actually different. But yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. This guy's losing. This guy's terrible. He's gonna lose.
Taco's losing.
Taco's losing. Tafa's got abs. He's locked in. He's training. He's gonna come down. He's gonna have the power advantage. I got him.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're in agreement. Junior Tafa knockout.
All right, Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane. I got Vitor Petrino here. I think he's moving up to heavyweight. Exact opposite situation as the fight before. There's a lot of fights in this card of people moving up and down weight classes. You got Chris Curtis. You got Justin Tafa. You got Vitor Petrino.
Junior.
Or junior, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Same guy.
And I think he's getting the biggest layup here because Austin Lane is just one of the worst guys in the UFC, if I'm being honest with you. Dude's got smoked so bad in his last 3 fights. He's pretty much just a free KO at this point. And Vitor Petrino, he's got good, solid knockout power. And when you're somebody that's going up the weight class, like I just talked about, you're going to have the skill advantage. He's got a guy with a bad chin that he's going against. He's got the skill advantage. He's younger. He's 27 versus 37. This is something that you put in your parlay. It's a lock here.
Yeah, I also have Petrino by KO. Austin Lane literally only loses by knockout.
Yeah.
All of his losses are by knockout.
And as of late, Austin Lane literally only loses.
So there you go. Petrino knockout.
Oh, I guess he's 3-1 in his last 4, but he's terrible. Yeah, we got Petrino knockout. Whatever.
Easy money. Don't overthink it.
That's a parlay. Just throw it in the parlay.
Throw those two together. There's probably
I don't know if I'd put Tafa in a parlay. It's like you don't bet on women's fights. You don't bet on heavyweight fights that are unranked.
Well,
those are my 2 rules.
They're light heavyweights, so.
Okay, well, I keep forgetting that. But same thing.
Next fight, Nate the Train versus.
You got that one.
Morgan Charere.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I killed that one.
Who you got? I know where you're going with Eric. I already tell.
You can tell who I'm going with. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going with Nate the Train.
Oh my god. I knew you were going with Nate the Train.
And my main note here is, there's just no way that Nate the Train loses to a Frenchman, and
that's what you put.
That is my basically
that's your only note.
I think he can do it. I think he.
Why?
Honestly, I think he can do it.
But why do you think he could do it?
Why? He's not gonna lose to a Frenchman.
Wow. Just the sheer motivation.
Look.
The motivation, the history.
Just the history.
Just history.
I don't know why.
Just the history alone.
Just the history alone.
Just the history alone.
Just the history alone.
You gotta pick Nate the Train.
Nate the Train here is not losing to a Frenchman.
Yep. I'm actually going the other way.
Really?
Yeah, so is 77% of Tapology.
Look, who does this guy think he is?
They,
He's out here losing.
They know what.
He's losing to
he's a good
Nate
fighter.
Wood, Natey Wood, Shape.
All right, no one's,
Chape.
you have don't even talk it out. Okay, you're just wasting space with your talk.
Nate the Train's actually gonna get this
No.
one done. Nate the Train by knockout.
Nate the Train looked off against Dooku Choi. He looked like, I don't know, you see every Nate the Train fight, he's getting dropped, he's getting rocked. Even if he wins, he's taking a lot of damage, and he's 37 years old. In his last fight, he kind of just, that was the first time he heard of that. He's 37 years old.
Age is just a number.
And
Nate the Train by knockout.
His last fight, you could really tell the damage is starting to add up. And, yeah, I think he's going to get up against the Frenchman. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. The last Pirate is actually his nickname.
The Last Pirate. That's
a great
name.
nickname.
That's a baller name.
The Last Pirate?
I might need to switch my pick.
That's pretty solid.
The Last Pirate.
For a Frenchman, that's not bad. I just think he's going up against somebody that hits pretty hard. Have you seen this guy's highlights? He's got some pretty nice highlights. I think he's got a nice body kick knockout in the UFC. He's got some nice knockouts besides that, and I think that he's just gonna find the shot on Nate the Train, and he's not gonna be able to take it anymore. So I'm taking the Frenchman in round 1 or 2 by knockout. Next fight we got Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. It's a really good fight here, but saddens me to say I'm gonna go Steve Garcia. If this were Calvin Kattar from a couple years ago, I think everyone's saying the same thing about this fight. If this was Calvin Kattar from a couple years ago, they're taking Calvin Kattar all day. Calvin Kattar used to be a beast, and I think everyone kind of forgot that. And I don't know if anybody's gonna really remember it because he never really made his claim because he just got injured after his Max Holloway fight. He got injured against Arnold Allen, and he never really made a stamp in his career because robbed against Josh Emmett, got destroyed by Max Holloway, never got his big moment, but in his prime he was really good. He beat Dan Ige, he beat what's his name? Jeremy Stevens. Yeah. Right? Hold on. Yeah, he beat Jeremy Stevens, he beat Dan Ige, he beat Giga Chikadze. I think he beat Josh Emmett, and then he got wrecked by Max Holloway, but in his prime he was really, really good. And I think we've seen since he came back from the injury, his footwork hasn't been the same. He hasn't been able to stop the takedowns. He kind of looked okay in the last round against Yusuf Zalal, but he just doesn't look like the same guy at all. And they're not putting him in there against a good matchup to kind of get his footing back. Like, I feel like where he's at in his career, he needs a layup. Like, if they're going to throw him back down in the rankings, throw him up against somebody that he can really easily bounce back against. But they're throwing him against Steve Garcia, and I think the UFC is just trying to build off his name here because Steve Garcia he's an animal. He hits crazy hard. He's got crazy ground and pound. He's got crazy strikes on the feet. And yeah, he gets hit occasionally, but I think he just hits really, really hard, and I could see Kattar getting wobbled a couple times here. Kattar does have a really good chin, so I'm not sure if I could see it. I probably will go Steve Garcia finish, just because Kattar's kind of on his way out. He's getting older. His legs aren't the same, and Garcia's just got crazy power. But it's a tough move by the UFC to put Calvin Kattar in there with Steve Garcia when he's trying to get a bounce back fight, you know?
Yeah, no, pretty much agree with all of that. Steve Garcia is a freak. He's on an absolute tear, literally knocking out everybody.
Yeah.
And Calvin Kattar, unfortunately, is kind of on the downward trajectory.
Yeah.
And this is not an ideal matchup for where he's at right now. I did also think, Kattar's pretty tough, and so I was kind of going Steve Garcia decision.
Okay.
Or later. I don't know. I don't
I know,
know about a finish.
I was in between knockout and I just feel like he hits so hard that like it's kind of inevitable, but decision or knockout. We'll say decision or knockout.
Decision or knockout.
We got Wonder Boy versus Gabriel Bonfim. Who are you going with this one?
I hate to say it, but I'm going with Bonfim submission.
Yeah, I actually have to say
I would love to see a Wonder Boy knockout. I really would, but I don't see it happening. I think Bonfim's gonna get to him, and get it done. Get it done with submission.
Yeah, I got the same pick. There's a part of me that's thinking like, oh, he was in there. He was winning against Buckley before. He was probably winning against Buckley before he got knocked out. He just destroyed Kevin Holland like 2 fights before that. But I just feel like if you're a grappler and you have like good jiu-jitsu like Bonfim does, like the game plan is kind of out there on how to beat Wonder Boy. You saw it. There's a couple ways you could do it. You could kind of do what Shavkat did. You could do what Gilbert Burns did. You could do what Bilal Muhammad did, and Wonder Boy's got good takedown defense. So you might just end up resorting to holding him up against the cage, and stalling him out, winning the rounds like Bilal Muhammad did. All three of those fighters all just held him up against the cage the whole fight, but Bilal Muhammad did it. Gilbert Burns did it, but what Shavkat did differently was that he was able to transition like 2 rounds of straight clinching into a submission. So we saw that. And then, or you could have something like an Anthony Pettis win, or you can have something like a Buckley win where you can catch him in a big exchange. And Bonfim's a decent striker, but I don't think he's good enough to really hurt Wonder Boy like that on the feet. I mean, I could definitely see him. Maybe he mixes it up, like if he's mixing up takedowns and striking like that, maybe he can catch him. But I don't think it's gonna be I don't think his game plan is gonna be to go out there and strike with Wonder Boy. I think he's gonna be spamming takedowns and transition after maybe a round of holding him up against the cage, like we've seen time and time again. And like you said, transition like the second round into some sort of submission. But I mean, we have seen Bonfim get fraud checked against Dalby, and maybe there's a chance Wonder Boy stuffs all the takedowns and Bonfim gasses out and Wonder Boy gets a later finish, but I think what's most likely is Bonfim submission.
On to the main event, Derrick Lewis.
Taliesin Teixeira?
Tally Boy.
Yeah.
Derrick Lewis versus Tally Boy.
Tally Boy.
Yeah, do you want... I guess I can go.
I'm scared.
So I think Tally Boy comes in and kind of just smokes him.
No way.
All right,
hold on. Are you kidding me right now?
Hold on. That was my initial thought. But then I remembered Derrick Lewis is from Texas.
He's from Texas.
There's some unfortunate stuff going on in Texas right now.
Yeah.
He's going to get a nice little juicy boost to his stats. He's going to come in there, something to fight for.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going with Derrick Lewis.
I think he's going to smoke this guy.
I'm going with Derrick Lewis.
If you watch this guy's fights, yeah, he's a big dude. He gets the knockouts and stuff. He gets the finishes. But dude gets hit on the chin. And if you know one thing about Derrick Lewis, yeah, sure, he struggles against the top guy sometimes. Sometimes a lot.
Sometimes a lot.
But when you throw him up against some dude that's been outside the rankings and he's trying to get in there to the top 10, Derrick Lewis is going to smoke that dude. Derrick Lewis against people outside the rankings is free money most of the time. Because in the heavyweight division, most of the time, if you're not in the top 5, if you're not an established top 5 guy, you absolutely suck. And the UFC is constantly just trying to feed guys in to get new careers going because there's no one fighting for the title. They're like, holy crap, there's no one that can fight for the title. This guy just won a Contender Series fight and he's got one win in the UFC. Throw him in the top 5. Throw him in the top 5 right now. Let's get this guy a title shot. They do it. They throw him against Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis smokes him. We've seen this time and time again. Look at Derrick Lewis's last couple wins. You got Rodrigo Nascimento. Dude put together a couple wins outside the rankings. Derrick Lewis knocked him out. Rodrigo de Lima, same thing. Derrick Lewis knocked him out. Chris Dawkins, Derrick Lewis knocked him out. Like, Obviously, there's a lot of red in between here, but these are the top guys. Derrick Lewis always struggles against the top guys as of late. Tai Tuivasa, Sergey Pavlovich. He was winning the Tai Tuivasa fight, by the way. Sergey Pavlovich smoked him. Sergey Spivak smoked him. Jilton Almeida smoked him. But these are the top guys, and there's a huge gap from this part of the heavyweight division and way outside the rankings. Like, it's not even close. And this guy gets hit on the chin all the time. And if he's expecting to go in there and grapple against Lewis, he's got super underrated grappling defense. He's a big dude.
Stands up.
He just stands up. He literally just stands up. And if he reverses it and he's on top, he's got crazy ground and pound. I got Derrick Lewis smoking this guy in the first round. And have you seen the odds?
The odds are crazy. I'm pretty sure Derrick Lewis is a pretty big underdog.
He's like, let's look. Let's look at the odds.
Pull it up right now.
He's plus 200.
Plus 200, Derrick Lewis. They don't believe in the man.
That makes no sense. I'm betting on Derrick Lewis all day here.
Plus 230.
Yeah. I'm taking Derrick Lewis in this.
Plus 230.
I'm putting money on Derrick Lewis. What else am I doing? What can we throw together? Do a little Derrick Lewis, Vitor Petrino.
Derrick Lewis by knockout is plus 310. They really think Tally Boy is going to come in here and just freaking smoke him.
There's no way. Let me tell you something. I've seen this happen before. I remember when Derrick Lewis fought Chris Dawkins, telling everybody.
I remember that.
Bet. I was telling my dad, text your boys. Text your boys. Tell him Derrick Lewis is knocking this guy out in the first round. Bang. He was the underdog then against a bum. He's the underdog now. Get your free money. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. D-Lou.
D-Lou.
For Texas.
For Texas, baby. H-Town.